total investment, everything together, I am about $80,000 in right now.
Ooh. Are you operating at a loss?
Absolute loss. Like I still haven't made any money. When I look at the numbers, it's of course so depressing, you know? If you were me, do you think it makes sense for me to sell my business?
My name is Romain, and for the past 10 years, I've been on a quest to tackle America's toughest personal finance situations. Leveraging my Ivy League master degree and personal experience, I've found solutions for what seems impossible. Will this be the one I cannot solve? Let's see what happens. We are with Harry from New York City. Harry, how are you doing?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Harry, tell me, so what's going on?
Okay, so I have two small businesses right now. My first business is eyelashes and nail salon.
Okay.
I opened in 2019. Like when I first opened, I really wasn't making that much money, and it took me a while to get like couple like customers.
Okay.
It was really hard for me to do marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So like what I did was like a Groupon, and because I didn't have to pay up front, I did Groupon.
Wait, let me ask you this. So, what are the margins on something like this? Like on Groupon, for example, let's say I see a nail salon for $50, okay, that is discounted from the 90 that it's the original price. How much are you getting as a business owner?
So let's say if the service is $90, they discounted 50%, which is $45. So the business will get 50% of that. So it would be $22.50. So that's why it's really bad. So when I had staff, like it basically didn't make enough money to pay my staff. So like I was working so much, like to a point, like at some point I was working like almost 90 to 100 hours a week. So I can pay my people and also pay my bills and stuff. But also at the same time, like I don't know how I did it. I was still investing. I did not spend a lot of money. So like I think that really helped.
When you say investing, what type of investing would you do?
So just invest into stock market.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's fair. So you're running your business, and what's going on from there?
So last year, like my taxes was quite a lot because I try to like save a lot even for my business. Like I don't try to like splurge, I try to buy good products. So like I'm not needing to buy something frequently. So I think like that was really good, but then our taxes came out high. So I decided, you know what, maybe I should open a second business.
Tell me a little bit, Ari, about the finances of the business here. So your rent is about $8,000. How many staff do you have?
So at the moment, I have only 4 staff.
4 staff. How much do you pay them?
So I pay them hourly about like $18, and then they get all the tips.
Okay, $18. 4 staff. How much is that nail salon generating per year? What's the number?
So per year, my salon makes about 300, like 60 to 80K, depending on the year.
Okay. In terms of margin, if you were to look at this business on its own, how much profit does your first business makes?
I think it's about like 80K.
Okay. So
like even deducting taxes, I think, yeah.
Okay. So you're probably at what, 130 with taxes? Maybe 120?
Yeah. Last year,
Okay.
like when I looked at how much I had paid in taxes, it was around $64,000. So that's why I was like, let me open a business because I can deduct it if I open a business. Why would I pay this much to IRS? I'm stupid for giving them this much money, you know what I mean?
So,
So
well, I mean,
that's why
it's,
I opened the second business.
yeah, I mean, it's the venture of the business owner. One way or another, we have to pay taxes. But I understand how is your mentality around it. So your first business is operating at around a 30% margin, which for a service industry is decent, right? I mean, you're in the money and you're employing staff, so that's not too bad. But with regards to your second business, Are you operating at a loss on that bubble tea?
So this year, I really haven't had much profit. I'm basically just working to pay my second business and my first business and my living expense. I really haven't made much profit this year. Like I haven't even bought anything for my stock. Normally in the past, like I would invest every month, like at least 1,500 to 2,000, if not sometimes even up to 3, 4,000 if it's like a good month.
Wow, nice.
But this year, I really haven't had the opportunity because I opened this business. And then the way I'm trying to justify in my head is like, okay, if I didn't do this, I would have paid it to the government anyway as a tax, you know? So because of my second business that I started last year in September, which is a bubble tea shop. So I opened this business because I thought it would be much easier to hire. And since it's a lower ticket sale, I thought people will not really think hard about spending their money. So I opened it in a pretty high traffic area, but I opened it with partners. So
Mm.
we weren't like really looking on things eye to eye, and they were like also like not a business owner. They were doing like a corporate job. So like the way we wanted to do things are very different.
Yep.
So I initially just decided, hey, like I will buy you guys out, and
Okay.
then that is it. So I just bought my partners out like last month. And I absolutely know this is my fault for going into business with people that I don't agree with fully. So I should have done that homework prior to even starting all this. But lesson learned, I will not do it again with anybody else without like agreeing on all the branding, all the structure and strategy. So that's thing. And I
So,
still have like $30,000 debt on my credit card from my
oh,
second business. So like I'm
okay.
still not making really anything to save for now for my both business because I'm just like running to pay things, if that makes sense.
How much did you invest into that bubble tea business? How much was it to start it? A brief apartheid, guys, to let you know about something that I see all the time, and that's people that let thousands of dollars just sit in a regular checking account, earning pretty much nothing, pennies. It actually blows my mind because that money could possibly be doing so much more with almost no effort. When you open an account with Moomoo, it's different. The uninvested cash that is in your account can actually earn an 8.1 high yield interest for a limited time. So even before you place a single trade, you're already earning money. And when you're ready to invest, well, you don't have to move money around or wait for days to transfer. It's already there, ready to go. Think about it. Instead of being stuck between save or invest, you're actually doing both at once. You're growing your money while you're preparing to invest. And Moomoo is one of the best when it comes to that, with $0 commission on trade. So get started by hitting the link in the description or scan the QR code to join the 27 million investor worldwide already on Moomoo.
Total buying my partners out, total investment, everything together, I am about $80,000 in right now.
With the whole like material and everything that you had to do, the decoration and also and everything?
Yes. So everything,
Oh.
including about how much I have paid so far for my second business, is around 80 grand.
That's not bad at all to stand up a full new business. How much is the rent for the bubble tea?
It's about $4,000.
Damn. Okay, it's not drastic. How many staff do you have?
Just one.
Just one person. Do you know how much you generate per month at least?
So when we first started, we were like making about 6 to 7K, but then we thought summer will be busy because it's hot. But then it actually got slower because I think a lot of people go on vacation and New York gets pretty slow in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, like last month, we made the worst. Like it was like 5K something, like close to 6K. It was pretty bad. And then we've been talking to the people, like, small business in the area, and they all say, like, don't give up. Like, it gets better when, like, late August, everybody comes back to the city, students come back, people come back to their jobs, less vacation, so it will pick up. So just take it easy. People have been saying that. But, like, when I look at the numbers, it's, of course, so depressing.
Yeah, no, I know that feeling. I mean, I had a business myself as well that I stood up with a little brick and mortar, and when you're so excited about building something like that, and then nothing happens, like I think I made like $1,000 during the first month. What a massive fail. You start inquiring, what the heck am I doing here? Am I just wasting my time? Not only my time, but also my money. So I know exactly the
Yeah,
feeling
exactly.
that you're having, but how is the bubble tea like performing? Do you guys are getting good reviews? Are you guys like getting some good word of
Yeah, we
mouth?
have really good reviews actually.
Okay,
So
so it could
the
be
goal, our goal is,
a
yeah, we have
time
like
issue.
4.8 star reviews so far. It's
How
really
many
good.
reviews?
I think we're like under 30 reviews, not that many.
Okay. No, but that's still something. Okay. And you're working towards something of quality. Okay. So you have those two running business. How old are you again, Ari? Tell me.
I'm 29.
29. Do you have, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Okay. Do you have anyone that you need to take care of, like financially, like a parent, a son, daughter, cousin?
Um, no, not really, no. I mean,
Okay.
I send my mom money here and there, but it's like just like $100, $200.
I see. So where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Mongolia.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your own finances. Have you been able to, right now you don't save money, you're spending money. What's going on with regards to your own finances? Do you have some good funds to help you weather this lower performance lately?
Yes, I mean, I would say compared to average people, I think my personal finance is actually pretty good.
Tell
Um,
me more.
for my like stock, I would say about over 300K.
Whoa, how did you save $300,000?
Not save, it's just my investment.
Yeah, but you had to put that money somehow.
Well, I was very like consistent investing every month. I was like, I would set up a goal and then I would just go for it. I would work like nonstop. Like if you talk to my like regular customers, they know like Ari is just like a machine. you know? So I'm really good at like setting up a goal and hitting the goal.
Okay, so you have about $300,000 of saving. What else do you have?
That's it. I mean, I don't
Okay.
really do anything else. And then my two business right now, that's it. I don't
So
have any car. I don't own an apartment. I just rent a room at the moment. I was renting like a luxury building last year, but it was just way too much. I think that's one reason I wasn't saving or like investing this year because I think my living expense just got too much.
how much is your rent in New York City?
So now I pay about $1,500. It's
Not
just a
bad.
room.
Tell me a little bit, Harry. Why did you decide to call the channel today? What are the questions that I can try help answer?
The reason why I called is if you were me, do you think it makes sense for me to um, sell my second business and then just focus on my lash place? Or like I continue to look for funds and really try to juggle the two and then just accept that this is the hard point and then keep going?
My dear friend Harry, you've fallen a little bit into the entrepreneurial greed. Okay. And what generally happens is, you were greatly successful with your first business. The nail salon was running, everything was starting to do nice. And then we tried to get hyper optimized. And so we kind of get ourselves into, wishful thinking where we're looking for the next opportunity to save on taxes and make money. And often all of that kind of comes with a bunch of headaches. So
It does.
this is a little bit about what happened because, while you may wanting to save a little bit on your taxes, ultimately, financially, at least right now, this has not come to fruition the way you wanted. But here is kind of my analysis on your situation, where you've been able again to set up that strong nail business. If I was in your shoes, I think it's currently too early to make a decision. It is too early to make a decision. You guys just opened in March, so that's what? March, April, May, June, July. So 4 months in. 4 months in on a type of product that it's a, the bubble tea business, which I'm particularly a fan. I get bubble tea once a week. It's my treat. Is a recurring customer, right? Like I can speak of myself. If I find a new spot and it hits, now it's the only spot that I go to, right? But you need to be able to have that first customer interaction. You need to have that first, you need to almost convince customers to give you a try at first. And this, to me, takes care of it generally through reviews. And, we could speak about some of the marketing strategies, but I want to tap on the main point first. To me, the main point first is that you should not yet throw the towel on the bubble tea business, assuming first that you're able to give yourself peace of mind that the nail salon is running. So if I was to organize my train of thoughts right now, I would consider the bubble tea as a current loss, which is fine. Not all business can clear a profit instantly. You hit it right on the money with the nail salon, but for the most part, it takes multiple years, at least months, for business and small business to turn profit. So I'm not particularly crazy alarmed about what I'm saying. You must be right now, losing at the rate of $2,000 to $3,000 per month on your bubble tea is my estimate. You have enough of a strong backbone to give yourself the chance to experience through it. So while mentally I understand that it's dragging you up, it's giving you worries, you have that credit card debt that's coming through, I would first focus on doing what you can do at minimum right now to run the bubble tea business, knowing that it's going to be losing you money, while you consolidate your strength on the nail salon. Once the nail salon is good and clear and can run on its own, that's when you reassign your efforts to the bubble tea and you try and make it happen. I think you just went a little bit too fast, but I don't think it's too late for you to kind of recover the ship on that. You are 4 months in the business. Some of the things that you can do is try and get some sort of influencer deal, have someone or a company reach out to influencers. You're literally one video from blowing up. If you have something special, think a little bit outside the box in your bubble tea business of a product that is going to give that wow, this is different. You're just one video away. And you've already built the whole infrastructure and the whole system to give yourself this shot. So don't cut your wings as you're literally starting to fly. Right now, that's what you would be doing. Not all business are going to turn immediately like this. And generally, those types of businesses, they take some time, especially food industry. They take some time for people to know and kind of get to you in their own routines. Okay. But nail it on the nail salon first. What is important for you to do, though, is you have to cover that credit card debt right now on your bubble tea business. Either through a business loan that's going to give you much better rates, or through refinancing. Maybe you open another line of credit that has lower interest. You need to weather the storm a little bit in the short term while you nail the nail business, and then you come back to the bubble tea. Okay? I know that mentally it may seem a little bit dragging and, counterproductive, but you've also put yourself in that position. I don't think it's time yet to throw the towel. If you were about a year and a half in and we were having this performance, I would say, okay, maybe we should consider either selling that business or finding ways to be even more optimal. But right now, I think you're too early in the game to throw the towel. You're just facing what many business owners are facing in that sector. But in the meantime, try and find a way to have something that makes you different. You need to stand out.
Right. But now like part of me is like half food in and then half food out, like I'm like
Exactly.
not really fully invested. Like if I
Yep.
think of it. So that's why like I'm not putting full effort and I truly know that it is wrong because I'm burning my cash on it.
I'm going to tell you a secret. You remember that business that I told you that completely failed, where I opened and I made almost zero of sales for that month?
Uh-huh.
Well, in that business, I installed wood panels, okay? And now the wood panel business is really standing up really well and is, fulfilling most of my financial requirements. So a fail that may appear at the first glance may open you up to something different. You just have to make sure that you commit the right amount, okay? Not just in money, but also that you've given yourself a true shot at it. Even after I failed on my original idea, I felt that I've given everything I could to make it happen, and I didn't have any regrets shutting it down. Right now, I feel that if you are gonna sell it at the first real true difficulty that you're facing on it, you haven't given yourself the chance to actually make it, right? So you've answered the question yourself, and I can see and hear the passion in what you're saying, where you have to commit, at least give it another year, okay? Give yourself 3 months to put together the nail business so that you don't have to think about it. It's running, okay? That's your safeguard, that's your protection. And then give yourself another year, okay? We call again in 1 year or so. And at that point, if you've tried different things, you seem frugal in the way you approach things. So you're not going to splurge on crazy marketing costs and stuff, but be smart in your approach. Again, you're just one video away, assuming that you can make the space maybe Instagram worthy with good products, decent price, and good presentation. Bubble tea is still popping in your city. It's congested, but there's still a market there.
Right.
So I would definitely encourage you to keep going at it, but safeguard yourself first on your primary business, and then invest what's necessary on your second.
Okay. I don't want to like give up so early.
And don't forget, Ari, you're in your 20s. This and right now, the moment that you are in is probably the best time in your life for you to do what you're doing right now. It's the moment where you take risk. It's the moment when you take gambles. It's the moment when you have time. It's not 10 years when you have to bring little Tony to soccer and Leah to dance or whatever. Right now is the prime time for you to be in that spot. So feel like you're also enjoying the process. I have something with my friend, and it may seem crazy, but somehow that's how we've configured our mind. It's when you're in the trenches that you should feel the most happy, because at least you're feeling something. You're going through something that many people will never have the chance to experience. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it sucks. But man, you have the chance to define in your way your life and your trajectory through that entrepreneurial journey. So enjoy that. I'm not going to say enjoy that process and that pain, but enjoy the experience, because that's how you're also going to shape yourself in your future. You're in 20s. I'm 30 plus. And kind of build up that ranges of emotions that you will face in your future. So don't just look at this from a financial perspective. Look at this also from an experiential perspective and from a resilience as well. Because that, no matter what, will serve you in the future. I'd rather giving yourself a shot, finding different ways to make this type of business happen than spending time on video games when you're not doing anything. Okay, so don't feel like you're losing in that process. You're growing in a way that may also be different than just purely financially. And in your 20s, that's how we do it. So I encourage you to continue on that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Ari, I really hope that things are going to turn out good for you. I want for you to keep me updated, okay? And I appreciate you called over to ask your question.
Thank you so much.
If you have any big finance questions that you want to ask me, we're going to start taking application by using the link in the description below. And we hope to see you guys in our next episode. À bientôt.